Hey kids, you know what time it is? Of course you do. That's why you're here. It's time for another edition to Love to Hate with me, Philip Fullman.
And me, Brandon Luna.
How you doing, buddy?
Awesome, man.
I say that like I never see you.
I know, right?
Yeah. And sometimes I don't. We didn't see each other for
we had a couple of weeks
long
there.
time.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
a year.
but we missed
we
a year.
saw each other. We just didn't do this.
Yeah, well, we didn't have time.
Right, yeah.
We were sick or,
exactly.
just like had 10 minutes and...
Right.
Not the type of time to prepare like we normally do for these shows. You know, it's not like we just pull these out of our ass.
We pretty much do. Don't lie.
Yeah, that's true. It's a text message like, hey, what about this? Like,
yeah,
I got nothing.
Idea. Right.
So, happy... We just finished Halloween.
Right.
No, it's easy. It's not jump ahead. We just finished Halloween. I was going to say, how was your Halloween, or was it a happy Halloween?
It was a happy Halloween. Well, I say that. For some reason, I guess the Lord above, whatever he is, whoever you think he is, and however you worship, has always decided that on Halloween it's always going to drop 30 degrees and rain. So for the past,
but isn't that the thing? It's fall. It's supposed to be cold.
Give us a day. Give us a couple days after Halloween to do that. It always seems to be like
only in Texas, man, because there's kids back east who are like, no, it's cold. It's what you do on Halloween,
right? But I mean, here it's like 78 the day before, and then Halloween it's like 40. It's
part of the problem is that Halloween's become that adult holiday, so it's all about how much you can look like a stripper,
right.
So obviously, some people are going to be cold,
right?
But if you wear a warm costume.
Right.
Go as Luke Skywalker
or
from
a Wookiee.
Yeah. Actually, I did see a lot of guys wear onesies now.
Right.
Onesies and that's not a costume.
No, it's not.
That's lazy.
You got to go to the restroom. You're in trouble. So
that's true. And kudos, by the way, on your daughter's costume. That was absolutely creepy. I loved it. It was that perfect. This is what Halloween should be.
Exactly.
So now Halloween's done, and I'm ready for Thanksgiving because I love the meals.
I do
Thanksgiving,
too.
But you know what? They're not going to let us enjoy Thanksgiving.
Well, no, because Thanksgiving always gets kicked in the balls by Christmas.
It really does.
Yeah,
it's almost not even a holiday. It's almost like the Thanksgiving meal is the carb load before Black Friday shopping.
Right,
and it brings out the worst. But I think it tends to support my belief that Christmas is just about buying things,
right?
Because all everybody thinks about is the shopping on Thanksgiving,
right?
So I'm ready to just take Thanksgiving back, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, Christmas is all about consumerism. I mean, that's what it is.
I agree,
but I think Thanksgiving has a problem because Thanksgiving isn't officially a day. Like if you notice, like Halloween's always October 31st. Doesn't matter if it falls on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. True. It's the same day all the time. Thanksgiving is the third Thursday in the month. So the date changes all the damn time. Christmas has a day. Christmas has a time. It's this day every time.
New Year's, that always has a
time. Right. But for some reason, Thanksgiving is just this like floating thing that's in between, Halloween and Christmas that people just kind of go, okay, I got another day off work. That's great.
But isn't saying it's a third, I guess, I see your point, but just saying it's the third Thursday doesn't mean you can always mark it on your calendar and go like, oh yeah, it doesn't have the recognition.
Right.
Huh.
That's one takeaway. I mean,
no, I get that.
There also there's no real mascot for Thanksgiving. I mean, Halloween obviously it's anything creepy, so you've got.
I would say the jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, the
probably
jack-o'-lantern.
That
Jack Skellington, whatever has become like the face of Halloween. Christmas, you got Santa,
right,
and that Jesus guy, and then Halloween or Thanksgiving's just a turkey, so it's nothing.
Yeah, there's
no Thanksgiving man.
Well, it used to be the Pilgrims, but now that's apparently
bad,
politically incorrect.
Right.
Or
how long do you think we have before they ban Thanksgiving because it's a holiday based on
I have no
murder
idea.
and fear?
Hey, kids got Columbus Day off here locally,
and my
We're
daughter,
in Frisco,
my
Texas,
10-year-old daughter, came home saying that Columbus was a backstabbing, murdering.
Yeah,
I'm like, wow, what are they teaching you in school? I guess.
Yeah, it's complete. I mean, I'm not holding the man up as a paragon of virtue, but it struck me as like, wow, I thought we weren't allowed to celebrate that anymore, or
right.
And I guess again it goes down to the Pilgrims came here and basically that's how we took the land from the Native Americans. Like, I get that, but what has the holiday become? Is it's not like we're celebrating, hey, we took land from the natives. It's
right.
Hey, we're together with family. Let's be thankful for what we do have and spend time together. And it's gotten away from that, like I said, because it's just that rush into buying season and giving me stuff. And it's already started. It actually started, probably before. When did you hear your first Christmas song? This year, I should say, not like
like mid-October.
Really?
Like mid-October, they started the Christmas songs. And stores started stocking Christmas stuff. So, yeah, it's already infiltrated into pre-Halloween at this point.
So basically, as soon as the third quarter starts.
Right. It's all about Christmas, yeah. And then now websites are doing Black Friday way early. Like, oh, it's first Black Friday. Now they've got like 8 of them or something.
Seriously?
So, yeah, it's all about trying to make that extra dollar way before.
Do you think there's a backlash? I mean, do you think now people... Because you hear a few people talk about, I'm tired of the Christmas music. I hear Christmas music too early. But they still keep doing it.
Every year, man.
So you think there's more people who are probably on board loving the Christmas music?
Yeah, and I think corporate kind of shoves that down our throat, too. I mean, every town that I've ever been in has a Christmas station that happens every year. It's just, for this amount of time, this station plays nothing but Christmas music. That's just the way it is. And that starts in November or October. There can't be
that many Christmas songs. I mean, at some point, it's got to be the same song,
but just a different rendition.
Sung by 10 different guys, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like you're getting beaten over the head with it.
And people are still making Christmas songs. So you still got original Christmas songs coming out. Harry Connick Jr. has at least 10 that he's made over the years. Michael Bublé has original Christmas songs as well. So people are still making them. It's just they're not becoming classics.
They're not becoming the iconic that people are used to.
And maybe, who knows, something will happen and there'll be some, viral video that'll make something original become a classic for everybody, but I don't see that happening in our lifetime. You never know.
It's just the same music over and over. And over.
Are you not a fan of Christmas music?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
I don't do Christmas, so that's part of it.
What are you, pagan or something? What are you?
No. Hanukkah, that's
okay.
That's my day.
Miracle
of the oil.
I don't understand Hanukkah. I don't know if you want.
It's
12 days of suffering, basically.
No. It's 8 crazy nights, as Adam Sandler said.
Right.
Basically, it's about the Maccabees and winning. People oppressing you. Oppressing your religion, your beliefs, trying to convert you, and
sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it was, and that's the story. That's what it celebrates. The idea is the temple was desecrated. There was not enough oil for the lamps to last, but one night, and it lasted for 8, and that is the celebration. Which is why the lights and lighting the Hanukkah, which is actually what we call the menorah, that's the Hanukkah.
Okay.
That's what it's in celebration of. But really what it is, it's a military battle that people tried to oppress us and we overthrew them.
Nice.
But for the kids, it's a lot nicer to make it about the lights and the miracle.
Right.
And do it that way. But other than Adam Sandler, there's not a ton of Hanukkah songs out there. You got, the dreidel song, but there's not a lot of, really catchy, like, hey, that's a great Hanukkah song.
Right.
You just don't have a lot of that. And a lot of your traditional Christmas songs written by Jews.
Right.
Irving Berlin, White Christmas, but they're I hate to use the secular Christmas song, the one about winter and family and togetherness and all of that, Santa, but not relating to the religious aspects of Christmas.
Right. Which are the songs I don't like anyway. The ones that are boring and like, something sad happened.
The ones that sound like dirges.
Yeah, Little Drummer Boy, I can't take. It's just like a lot
now,
of
the
those...
one you and I always disagree on, and not necessarily a Christmas song, but more seasonal because of winter.
Right, it's secular song.
Is
Baby, it's cold outside. Right.
Because you say that it's rapey.
I was giving you some trouble for that because I know that it pushed your buttons.
So, I actually re-listened to it knowing we were going to talk about this, and you guys thought this just came up sporadically. No,
right.
Show prep, baby.
Yeah.
It's really, at no point, he's just making an argument, but when I listen to it critically, it's almost like they're having 2 separate conversations and neither one of them is listening. She's just talking about her stuff. Neither one's actually listening.
Right.
So it's kind of like, Oh, that very much is a couple song. Both people talking, neither partner listening.
Right.
But
I think what people found offensive about it now is there's the whole Me Too moment and the Me Too movement,
right?
And the no means no. So she says no constantly.
She does not.
Well,
she never says the word no. She just says it's cold. I should go.
Right.
And he's like, oh, it's cold. And she's like, people talk. He's like, man, it's look at the wind. And like, I've got work in the morning. It's like, you can get up early. It's a concept. He never says you cannot go. She never says, I'm leaving. Let me go now.
Right.
He's never held against her will. He lets her come to that decision on her own.
Right.
So not, he's not really forcing her.
After she ate the pudding, she was able
Jello
to make
pudding pot.
Right.
Do you do a Bill Cosby
No,
impression,
I
by the way?
don't, no.
Because I can't do one.
Yeah.
After your Hawkman impersonation, that was impressive, by the way.
So here is 10 Christmas songs written by Jews.
There you go.
Winter Wonderland, written by Felix Bernard and Richard B. Smith.
There you go.
Again, not
no, you're
about
walking in
Christmas.
a winter wonderland.
Right, yeah. You've got Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
See? There you go.
Ralph Blaine and Hugh Martin. Number 3, Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Fred Coots. They probably changed his name now. And Haven Gillespie. Number 4, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow by Sammy Kahn and Jules Stein.
Get about winter.
Yeah. Again. Number 5, It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Edward Pola and George Wiley, I guess, yeah. So, yeah, that's another, again, time of the year stuff. Do You Know It's Christmas? That's, by Bob
See, and you
Geldof.
can't even sing that song.
Right.
Oh, that was the one they did for
Band-Aid.
Yeah, it was Band-Aid,
Yep.
just before the We Are the World
Right.
song. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't really sing that now because, of course, you know it's Christmas because you're beaten over the head with it
Right.
in October.
Number 7, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
There you go.
by Johnny Marks. Sleigh Ride, again, non-specific, Leroy Anderson and Mitchell Parrish. White Christmas by Irving Berlin's number 9. And number 10 is the Hanukkah song by Adam Sandler.
Oh, definitely a topical.
Right.
That is a holiday song. Definitely
It
not Christmas related. No, and I think I didn't look. I could look it up real quick. Hanukkah, I think, starts beginning December, so it's earlier this year, so it won't overlap with Christmas this year. So we actually come in before. There was one year it started on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah?
It was called Thanksgiving, and it was awesome.
Really?
Oh yeah, latkes and turkey, and I forget how much weight I put on. We should talk about that. It was. I could have used a diet at that point. We should talk about that at some point.
So Bare Naked Ladies actually did a Hanukkah song.
They did.
Hanukkah Blessings.
Yes.
And
I think I actually have that album.
They actually did Hanukkah as well on there, so they have several.
Well, and that's music I'll play in the background when I'm having the brisket and the latkes on the first night, lighting the candles on the first night. But it's not. But without kids, it's not a big deal. It's like I will light the candles and have some brisket on the first night. But other than that, it's not like ooh.
What's
I need my
is
present.
there specific toys for specific days, like the dreidel is the first day or whatever?
No, the dreidel's a top for a game that you play.
Okay.
Trying to remember Neskadal Hashim, which is a great miracle. Thank you. A great thing happened there.
Okay.
Which is talking about the miracle of the oil.
Okay.
In the lamps. But the dreidels in Israel say a great thing happened here.
Okay. Well, yeah. You gotta do that.
It's a I can't think of the letters.
So that's when you go there, you get one of those because it says here.
Yeah, because it's
there,
it makes more sense. And then you spin it, and then it's basically a gambling game.
Right. Okay. Cool.
With that, and you toss in your chocolate coins.
Right.
So that's what kids do. But again, without kids, it's kind of like you light the candles, you remember, but you don't need to. There's not the emphasis on I got to get a present for somebody. And the presents are really secondary. It's not like at Christmas we're like, oh, man, I got a bike, and then I got a big screen. It's, smaller, more meaningful things, I think. So,
okay.
Not the emphasis on the gifts. But also not the Jewish Christmas either.
Right.
As it's sometimes referred to.
Okay.
Did you enjoy? I mean, I say that you're a kid. Of course, you enjoyed Christmas growing up.
Oh yeah,
right?
always.
Did it change as an adult? It became more about the kids, didn't it?
It does become more about the kids. Yeah, you have a few years you don't have kids yet, but when you get out of the house, you're no longer with your parents.
I have stepkids, so I kind of
So there's years in there where it's just you and whoever you're with changing gifts, and that's it. And then once you get the kids in there, it becomes all about the kids. So very seldom do I think at this point in my life, I know what I want and I buy it when I want it because I have money. See, that's
the thing that changes.
Right.
Whether you're in a relationship or not, or sharing a bank account or not.
Right.
It's kind of like, well, I buy what I need or what I want, and then if you do share the bank account, it's kind of how do you hide that from somebody? Like, hey, don't look at the credit card statement because you'll know what store it came from and you can decipher.
Right.
It's just, hey, what do you want or what can I get you? It's not so much about the surprise.
Right.
Like you said, it becomes more about the
kids and the surprise. That's where it's at. And, we got a 19-year-old and a 10-year-old. So the 10-year-old is at the official point where she no longer believes. So I gave her the bad news this year. We're like, well, when you no longer believe, you buy your own gifts. We take your money out of your bank account and use that to buy the gifts now. And she's like, what? She wasn't happy about that. It's like, not what I'm going to do, but yeah.
It's like, no, you've been paying for this for years.
Right, yeah.
It's like, every time you ask Santa for, a bigger, expensive gift, that was just one more semester of college you won't be going to.
Right, exactly.
We took that out of your savings.
That's what you do, baby. That's how you don't have debt. You just take it out of your kids' money.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, and it's more rewarding, too.
Right.
When it's about the kid. It's better than like, oh, I got this. It's like, oh, they're happy.
Right.
It's got to be a sign of maturity on our part, I would think.
Definitely, yeah. I think it makes you a giving person and at least once a year. And I tend to be pretty giving anyway to begin with. I mean, I've given people like TVs and stuff, so I'm definitely...
That's true. You've given me nice things.
Yeah, so, that's just who I am. But
yeah,
it's nice to have that once a year.
I don't think I've ever given you anything.
With friends and stuff, so, whatever.
I gave you that book.
Yeah.
So there was that.
Mm-hmm. There was that. But, so, I mean, it's definitely got its place. It's definitely not as exciting now, I think, as it was when I was a kid. But I think that's come that way with everything. Halloween sucks now compared to when I was a child. I mean, they're not. How many people participate on your street, honestly?
According to my Ring doorbell, 10.
Yeah.
And I didn't answer. I mean, I had the light out. So I'm like, hey, whoa. I thought the unofficial policy was lights out, no candy.
Right.
But I still had 10. And the first one I answered, I'm like, free candy?
Right.
I'm like, go get a job. Right. I'm like, I got a dog here, and he refuses to go look for work. I'm like, go get a job. You want me to give you free candy? No, I didn't. I just ignored
got
the
real
door.
Quiet.
Yeah.
Why don't you participate? See, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. Probably because, again, it's you buy this candy and you're waiting on like 5 kids in half-ass costumes.
Right.
And, half of them are 17. Like, no. No, it doesn't count if you're 17.
Right.
There should be an age limit. I don't know. Maybe that's it. And because I didn't do it a lot as a kid, but you don't see, and maybe that's part of it. I used to remember seeing, just groups of kids like you would on TV. And there's like 20 kids going down the street.
Totally.
Then it was a thing. But now it's, you get one kid, and then 20 minutes later, 2 kids. It's just, you know what? I'm not even going to bother.
Right.
Because it's not what it was. And I remember that. I remember seeing the groups of kids and whatnot. And then it felt more like Halloween. Now it's almost everybody's going to whatever, their harvest festival or fall festival, whatever they call it. I don't know. Do you think, watch me open this can of worms. Finely tuned can opener. Do you think religion killed Halloween?
To a degree, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it definitely did to a degree. I think that media as well has done a lot to do that as well. They don't
poison candy.
Yeah, that scare. I mean, that was in the 70s and the 80s and stuff. But I mean, I think that media doesn't talk about it the way that they used to. You don't get the pump up on Halloween on the news stories. There's not, you'll get it like a day before Halloween, but you won't get it. You're not talking about Halloween in July,
Right.
You're not talking about it that far in advance. You're not talking about it 2 months out. You're talking about
and in July they will talk about the Christmas forecast.
Right.
As far as what sales will be for Christmas.
So I think because there's not because it's just giving and not sharing, it's not as popular with a lot of people. But I don't know. It's just that. I mean, Thanksgiving is still a big thing for us. We love Thanksgiving. We host Thanksgiving. It's a big, family
I love
comes over. It's great. Yeah.
It is my favorite. That's true. I did come over and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
We played darts.
We did. We still need to do that again.
We do. I've still got the dartboard.
Okay, cool.
Pause this for a second. We'll be right back.
All right.
All right, well, there we go. So, haven't lost the skill set at all. Brandon won, but I gave him a good game of darts out of it.
Always fun, man. Always fun.
There you go. That's a professional dartboard.
And that's nice.
So you beat me fair and square.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time. To me, it's more about, I don't know, it's Christmas without the gifts. It's the idea of Christmas without the gifts.
Right.
Because I think, whether you look at Christmas as a religious holiday or not, it's about showing appreciation for somebody that you care about. And now it's become, I'm showing you how much I love you by giving you large things. And really, it should be more about, hey, you know what? I saw this and I thought of you, so I wanted to give it to you. That's meaningful.
Right.
But when you hear the phrase, I've got to get something for somebody, like, oh, see, now it's not a genuine gift.
Right.
Because now you're saying you have to get something for somebody. It's not coming from the heart.
Right.
I have to get my boss something. Why? You don't feel it. You're obligated because that's what you do.
Yeah, because everybody else is doing it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's not what it should be. So I think Thanksgiving should be that time where it's like, hey, I'm really with the people who matter and that I'm thankful for and that I care about. And I want to celebrate that and think about it without it becoming schadenfreude.
Right.
Because there is always that, well, at least I'm not that poor son of a bitch. It's like, okay, that's not genuine thankfulness.
Right.
That's just you being glad that, you're not in that same guy's boat. But it really should be about whoever is in your life.
Yeah, definitely.
And, as a child of the 90s to some extent, my family, those people I'm closest to, are not people I share a bloodline with. A lot of those are my friends that I consider family, and I'm like, I can't be with them at Thanksgiving necessarily because they're with their families.
Right.
But they're the people that I'm closest to.
Yeah.
So it's kind of me thinking about them and eating a lot of turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Because I love the turkey.
Turkey more than ham? You're a turkey guy?
Yeah. Yeah. Think about what you just said.
We usually, yeah, okay, that's true. Okay, well, no bacon either. Man, your life sucks.
No, but I do. I love turkey. I do. And the best part, the turkey sandwich after.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
We saw, Facebook. Okay, I hate Facebook, by the way.
Right.
I wish it would die. But there's some good recipes.
By the way,
stuff
check
on
us out on Facebook.
Yeah, definitely go to like us on Facebook.
Even though Brandon hates it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But they had some recipes on there, and one of the ones I saw was they were making egg rolls with all the leftover Thanksgiving stuff.
Right.
I'm like, oh, that looks awesome. I'm totally gonna
Yeah.
do that. Just I love all the crazy shit that not only you getting the meal of the day you had it, but then all the
Right.
stuff you do with the leftovers is just awesome. Make turkey pot pie. I'm doing sandwiches. Just all these crazy
The
things.
sandwiches, man. That's my favorite.
Yep.
Sandwiches. You got So we've talked before, and I think we both pie over cake. What is your go-to Thanksgiving pie?
I'm a cherry pie guy. I love cherry
pie for Thanksgiving.
We invariably get apple because apple's everybody's favorite.
Right.
What I hate is the cake people have a say in that shit. Like, you're not going to eat it.
Yeah, no,
You're going to
shouldn't.
eat cake. Leave my pie alone. Give me my pie.
They shouldn't get a vote.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not sitting here telling you what kind of
Pecan
cake to
pie.
have.
I love pecan pie.
My dad
That's
always made a
delicious.
good pecan pie.
Yeah.
I'm a sweet potato guy.
Oh, sweet potato pie is
For
great.
Christmas or for Thanksgiving, it's got to be sweet
Yeah.
potato.
Pumpkin pie I like too.
Pumpkin and sweet potato, not that different flavor-wise.
I know, but I like them both.
Yeah, and if you do it right, you can save the pumpkin from Halloween.
Right.
Put it in the freezer or something, and then use it to make your
Pumpkin pie.
your Thanksgiving pumpkin pie. Mm-hmm. So that works.
Yeah, love the pies. But again, I get killed on that because everybody wants apple pie. So whatever. I like apple pie
Go get
too.
your own damn pie. You're a grown man.
I can. Yeah.
Then you should have 2 pies in the house.
There you go. I'll eat it all.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
So you're gonna have a lot of people over this year?
Unless I'm on the keto diet, then it's something.
Oh, that's true. We really should talk about that. We know who is it? Is it McGee that's on that?
Yeah, McGee's on that. Costa.
He's a friend of
friends.
a friend of ours, Brian McGee. He was on the show previously.
Right. A very special episode.
Very special. Love to hate. 2 episodes. We did that as a 2-parter.
Right.
He and Brad Fisher. But yeah, he's on that. And like you said, Paul Costo, my good friend Paul Costo, is on that as well.
Right.
So we should find out how they're
yeah, we'll talk to you
how they're
about
doing.
it.
Because this is the time of year when you do put on that weight, and you're kind of like, you know what, it's okay,
Right.
Because it's the holidays.
Yeah.
So you're expected to put that on.
How many people take that weight off, though? Really, honestly.
I don't know. That's what the New Year's resolution is for.
Yeah.
That then you're going to lose the weight you put on during the holidays.
Right.
So I guess it's safe to say we are now in the midst of the holiday rush. You know what? The other things I don't like about Christmas, the fact that it just turns any ordinary shopping trip into just an excursion. It becomes brutal because it's like, look, I'm just trying to come in here and get a pair of pants.
Right.
But now I'm in line with 800 people with their carts full of crap, and I just want pants.
Right.
But now the stores are crowded. You can't just do normal shopping.
Yeah. Who's doing that now, though? Everybody's on Amazon, man.
That's true.
You know?
So what won't you buy on Amazon? Because there's certain things I will not buy on Amazon. I will not do clothing. I will do T-shirts because I figure,
right.
you know, that's not a big deal. Pants I won't do.
I don't do pants.
Shoes I won't do.
I don't do shoes either. I don't do food. I'm not buying food stuff on there. I'll buy, other stuff.
I bought some potato chips from London.
Did you really?
From London.
Okay.
Or the UK. They're Worcestershire sauce flavor.
Oh, funky.
They were awesome. But I got those.
Right.
But yeah, mostly it's like I'm not buying my milk over Amazon and expecting you to deliver it.
Right.
Or whatever else.
But, I mean, Christmas is perfect for it, right? I mean, you just go there, you buy everything you want. They have their version of the Black Friday thing or the Amazon Day or whatever.
That's the other kick in the balls is now you can't get anything from UPS. Again, I'm not celebrating Christmas. I just want the Superman statue that I found on Amazon. Now I can't get the damn thing delivered on the time they say or in that time frame because of the shopping rush.
Right.
And it's odd. Think of how it's changed commerce because now you've got not only the seasonal rush at the department stores, but how much is UPS having to stock up or the Postal Service for that seasonal help? Even Amazon.
Right.
Because more of it has gone that way.
Yeah, I've seen all kinds of ads. I heard ads on the radio for hiring in Amazon.
Really?
Here locally, yeah. Like $15 to $18 an hour and, benefits right off the bat, all this stuff.
Did you write down that number?
No.
I'm asking for a friend. I mean, think about it, that's crazy money to go and work part-time.
And that's a job. I mean, if you're working in the warehouse and you're running and grabbing stuff and putting stuff, like if you're on that and the keto diet, you're golden because you're busting your ass like 24/7 at that job. I saw a thing about it. They have like a time frame that they have to get everything, and they get bonuses based on if they can fill it in that time frame.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
Jeff Bezos, isn't that his name? We were trying to think of it the other week.
Right.
It's Jeff Bezos. He's the richest man in the world. That's crazy how that's taken off.
Yeah, it is.
Because we were just talking before we hit the record button.
Right.
I wanted a phone case like yours.
Right.
Like found it on Amazon. Here, I'll send you the link.
Right.
And there you go. So it saves me from having to go to the store.
Right. But yeah, that rush to get that thing, I think you're definitely right about that, making it not special anymore. For my family, I tend to do thoughtful gifts for my significant other just because it makes more sense. It's not necessarily a big gift, but it's something like, oh, you mentioned wanting that in July. Here it is. Like, oh, great,
Yeah.
It's a little more difficult for me because I am the guy that, like, I'll save my money and I buy my stuff when I want it. Like, if I want Red Dead Revolver 2, I'm not going to wait till December because I want to play it now, so I'll get it when I get it. But
one of the things, it changes as you're an adult.
Right. I'm more of I get a lot of underwear and socks and, the dad stuff.
The stuff that you wouldn't necessarily.
Right.
Yeah, Yeah, but you appreciate that, I think, too, as you get older, because you're like, oh, sweet, now I don't have to go buy that.
Right.
Because when you're a kid, your underwear just magically appears. Your underwear, your socks, your T-shirts, you're like, where did that come from?
Right.
You don't think about at some point, oh, man, I got to shuck out money for this. Because it's not cheap.
No, it's not.
Even if you go to Walmart like I do.
Right. I just got some at Walmart, yeah.
There you go. We had that debate. There's one you don't like. What is it, Fruit of the Loom you're against now, or Hanes? Or...
No, I like Fruit of the Loom. I don't like Hanes.
Okay.
The Hanes, the bands get all messed up too fast. The Fruit of the Looms hold up better for me.
All right.
But but that's, again, I wouldn't, I was traveling, I didn't pack enough underwear. I'm like, oh, do I wash clothes or do I just go buy something?
Just go buy some. Yeah.
You always can have more. It's not going to hurt you.
Well, see, now you can get some for Christmas. Now I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Yes.
I'll get you some of those crazy ones. Oh, yeah. Anything with a comic book hero on it.
Right.
I'll be good. Don't be angry if I assume on a size.
Big ass. Just
big
go with
ass.
big ass.
Big ass.
The big ass.
That's
size.
what they ought to just put on there. It's like big ass size.
Right. Oh, baby, those are for me. Here's a big ass size.
And that's really what the holidays are about. Insulting people by buying things that are way too big.
Yeah, or way too small, or whatever, yeah.
I figure way too small, it's more of a compliment.
Right.
But then it's a pain in the ass because then you got to go through the return. Also, if you go too small, then they obviously know you're just...
messing with them, right.
Yeah. That's like, look, I really didn't want to screw this up, so I'm going too small. What was that? We got bunny rabbits?
You got 2 bunny rabbits in your yard.
I got a lot of rabbits out here in this yard.
Yeah?
We're recording from our McKinney studio today, which overlooks my backyard.
It's not even Easter.
No, it's not. They've been here since I moved in.
Mm-hmm. Another holiday that I think is kind of fallen by the wayside is Easter. It's not really as big a deal now as it used to be.
Was it ever a big deal? I mean, again, I got to ask.
When I was a kid, but
how
now it's just.
Well, was your family religious growing up?
Yeah, I mean, to a degree, but we we were the what do you call it, fair weather Catholics, where you go when you need to go.
Christmas and Easter
things, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever there was a holy day, we had to go, but that was it. Holy day of obligation, I think they call it, which is a horrible phrase.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Holy day of obligation. That sounds great.
Yeah, it doesn't work so much for the kids. Like, what?
Right.
I'm obligated.
Exactly.
But so what was it? Eggs in the.
Yeah, you do the Easter egg hunt, and you get the toys and stuff. That was another day to get toys, basically.
Okay.
So that was what it was.
Off to services. Mm-hmm. So would you do it before or after service?
Before.
Okay.
Yeah, you do before thing. And sometimes you do it after, too, if you have some church thing to go to or whatever.
Did anybody ever eat, because you dye eggs.
Right.
Did anybody ever eat those?
Oh, yeah. Love hard-boiled eggs. Eat
really?
All the time, yeah. They get all funky colored when you open them up and stuff.
I don't like hard-boiled eggs.
You poo like...
You know what? I like egg salad with hard-boiled egg. I can't just eat a hard-boiled egg. The texture doesn't work.
Love it. You're crazy.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't surprise me.
Sure.
So another...
Go ahead. No.
No. I was going to say, I guess... But religion wouldn't have killed Easter.
No, religion's definitely... I think just Easter's just... I don't know. For whatever reason, it's just not as important anymore. Or it's not... They don't make a big deal of it like they used to. But I think maybe it's because you've gone away from Catholicism and gone more towards non-denominational,
hanging
Christian,
out, being groovy.
Yeah. So I think there's
the
a
Joel
big
Osteen type of...
Right.
Hey.
Exactly.
Cool Christianity sort of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not the emphasis on
pagan holidays or non-pagan holidays. Well, that'd be
co-opted.
Yes, right.
Pagan holidays.
Yeah,
that would be another. And that was a big thing when people were talking about, okay, they say Happy Holidays and not Merry Christmas,
right?
But then some people were like, well, wait, it was never even really Christmas. It used to be winter solstice and
right.
And what Halloween was all Druid.
Yeah,
All Hallows Eve, or was it Druid?
Yeah,
holiday or something.
Jewish. I don't know.
Jewish.
She doesn't look Jewish.
What does that even mean?
Right.
Think of this. What if you could spend Halloween at Stonehenge?
That'd be pretty cool.
Stonehenge.
That would be pretty awesome.
The world's largest hinge.
Right.
Yeah, that would be. I did go to Stonehenge, and I'm not.
You did go to Stonehenge?
Yeah, when I was in London,
That's awesome.
Made a trip out there, and again, I'm not big into monsters and ghosts and all that, but there's a weird vibe to the place.
Yeah.
Whether it's just because you've heard it talked about so much, or just because you're out in the middle of nowhere and here's this giant
thing,
slab of rock. It's like, somebody had a purpose for this,
right?
And it's just it's something to behold and experience. It's really amazing because the photos in no way do justice to it. It's like, you can get it would be like seeing a picture of the Grand Canyon. You're like, wow, that's impressive. Then you go to the Grand Canyon. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like I had no clue. kind of the same with Stonehenge.
Okay.
You see the pictures, but when you get there, you're like, okay, this is something completely different.
I think Stonehenge and Easter Island would probably be the two that would like make me like go, ooh, that just you feel funny.
Was Easter Island a that didn't have a holiday tied to it?
No. It was just the heads and the coming out of the rock or whatever, coming out of the island.
Out of the
those big heads.
Easter Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be weird to see,
It totally would.
Because it's one of those oddities. It's not like, the Eiffel Tower, which is man-made. It's something...
Right.
It is man-made, but it's still just from a time that's...
Well, same as Stonehenge, but it's like, how did they get the rocks there? How did this... There's something there. There's a piece of the puzzle that we're missing.
Right. I went to some of the Mayan temples or whatever the hell they were in Mexico when we went on our little excursion over there.
Yeah.
And those just had a real...
the Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
They just had a real Astroworld kind of feel to me. They didn't feel like I didn't feel like I was in the middle of something really cool for whatever reason.
You didn't get the history from it?
Yeah, I didn't get the history from it. It was just like, oh, there they are, and here's a big gift shop, and
You know what was like that for me, and this sucks as a native Texan? The Alamo.
Yeah, the Alamo.
Because it's just like, there. Because you don't have, which makes sense, obviously, the fort is mostly gone except for the one central structure.
Right.
And it's small. And then when you can stand someplace and go, hey, there's a Ripley's Believe It or Not across the street.
Right.
And it's just in the middle of commerce. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, this is weird.
Have you been to Niagara Falls?
No.
You've never been? American or Canada side?
No.
Neither side. Okay.
I have not been to either side.
So the American side, not a great view, but you can look and say, okay, it's a big waterfall. That's really cool. You go to the Canadian side, it's the same as the Alamo. They got a row of crap. It's all these weird shops. There's Ripley's, believe it or not. It's just all this. It's like a big carnival leading up to Niagara Falls. It just completely just
kills it.
Yeah. I mean, the falls are still very impressive, and it's really cool.
And see, I would think that if anybody was going to make something crassly commercial, it'd be the American side.
Right, and it's on the Canada
because that's what
side.
we do.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Wasn't that that was the one people used to go over in barrels, right?
Right, yeah, die.
And in the big honeymoon spot. Mm-hmm. Why is it the big honeymoon spot?
Yeah, it's a pretty waterfall. I don't know. It's a lot of water.
Which relates to...
It's moist. I have no idea. I don't know.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I got no follow-up to that.
It's really pretty.
I was still searching for a joke, and you found one. So
very
I'm not
romantic, I guess. I don't know. It's one of those things.
Well,
It's awe-inspiring.
Right.
People tend to think, I guess.
I gotta say, I mean, it makes more sense than going to Disneyland for your vacation. But I bet people, or not vacation for your honeymoon, but I bet people do that.
Yeah, we did it. We went to Disneyland, Disney World, one of the two.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you guys are both big Disney fans.
I regret it. After the fact, it was like not the best move.
Wait. Do you regret it, or does she regret it too? Because we can cut this.
We both regret it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's great then.
Yeah, we both regret it. It was not the best decision.
Looking out for you, buddy.
Right.
Love you, Danny.
Should have gone to Hawaii. Should have gone somewhere else. Something
Hawaii.
like that.
You know what's funny is my sister went to Hawaii for her honeymoon, and she goes, "Yeah, it's not all it's cracked." Because we grew up in El Paso. She goes, "It's kind of like Mexico with more water." It's like, wow. Okay,
well,
so
better
she was
water. Come on.
Well, cleaner.
Yeah.
She was not impressed.
Yeah.
But she likes France too.
I mean, I couldn't see going to Galveston for my. That'd be just the ugliest, grittiest, dirtiest beach.
Man, I'm not a fan of Galveston.
I'm not either. My wife was born there, so she's a big fan. But I can't do it. It's so gross.
I remember the first time I went to Galveston, and people were walking up. It was after the hurricane. They're like, "You should have seen it before. It was something." It's like, so the hurricane washed in. The auto alarm window tinting place next to the pawn shop, next to the cigarette store, next to the bail bondsman, those weren't there before.
Right.
Because that was kind of my takeaway from Galveston.
Yeah.
Was that's what it is.
Yeah.
That
dirty beach. It's awful.
Yeah. That and a Glenn Campbell song.
Mm-hmm. The food's good. They got good seafood down there, if that's your thing.
Well, yeah, that would make sense because that's about the only part of Texas that's not landlocked.
Yeah. And I've had some good times there. I'm not going to say I haven't had good times there, but it's just not a pretty place to be, I don't think.
It's not what you would think of as top 10 beaches
not at all.
In the world or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
but people go there.
It's good for the economy of Texas.
It is, yeah.
Which, you want a good economy going into the Christmas holiday. That's why they call it Black Friday.
Yep.
So, there you go. Hopefully it's a good economy for all of us this holiday season.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see.
I say that because I'm in retail.
So you have any, like, Halloween, not Halloween, sorry.
Hanukkah?
Do you have any Christmas songs or holiday songs that you just absolutely love, and then what do you despise?
Man,
is there any you're okay hearing? Like if it's on, you're like, oh, okay, I like that one.
There's some, again, it's the ones where it's like, okay, it's a pleasant song. White Christmas, Winter Wonderland, Baby It's Cold Outside. Those are well done, good songs. I don't like the ones about the little kids. Hey, it's Santa, or
right.
I saw Mommy
kissing Santa.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
Saw Mommy being assaulted by Santa.
Yeah.
No, that, and just like you said, the more religious oriented ones, those don't do anything for me.
Right.
But man, I'm trying to think if there's one that really just irks the hell out of me, where it's like, oh my God, that's on again. I can't think of one.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is. It's probably more so not the song, but the artist.
Okay.
Rudolph.
Yeah, I can see
Rudolph kind of grinds on me after a while. If that's on. Because, it's not like just because I don't listen to it that I'm not going to hear it
right.
for the next 2 months.
I like certain artists' take on that. Like I like Harry Connick Jr.'s version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is good, but he's got the swing thing going on, so I like that.
Natalie Cole does a good version of that, but it's very jazz-oriented.
Right, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just, Little Drummer Boy has always annoyed me. I've never been a fan of that song, and every time it comes on, it doesn't matter who does it. I'm just like, ugh. I mean, you can even go the, Bing Crosby, David Bowie version. I'm still like, ah.
Yeah, I'm not a big Bing Crosby fan. Never have been. Trying to think. I do like, I got to commit, but again, growing up in El Paso, Cheech and Chong, Santa and His Old Lady. I mean, just,
Song about Santa Claus, the dude with the bony knees.
Yeah. Oh, man, I know the dude. Yeah, he and his old lady. I just remember it's like, no, man, he had a sharp chore. Lord to the ground, candy apple red with the twice pipes. It's
right.
Clean. Sounds like everybody I went to school with.
Right.
So that I always like.
Right.
And then, if you hear Feliz Navidad, it's like, you heard that all the time growing up in El Paso.
That's okay, too. I like that song.
Yeah,
but it's 5 times in a row, no, I'm not going to do that.
Well, and that's the thing. It's not like you intersperse Christmas songs with regular music. It's just like, no, it is, every song is going to be this.
Right.
So then it's kind of like, all right, now I just want to beat my head in with a rock till I can't hear anything anymore.
Right.
So I think, just like with anything, Christmas music, Christmas itself, if you beat me over the head with it and it's overexposed, it's going to start to grate on my nerves. Football's the same way.
Right.
I know football's more political at this point than anything, but I started losing interest in football when it was just, man, it was ubiquitous. It was like, man, it used to be, it was like in the fall you played football. Now you can't get away from football.
Right.
So it's like, now I'm losing interest in that. Politics the same way.
Right.
Not big on politics, but man, you can't escape it. So anytime I feel like I'm trapped or being chased by a subject,
right,
it just makes me want to run. And Christmas music is very much that way for me because it's like I can't escape.
Right.
Except
I get
here.
That. I get that. Yeah.
Here in our McKinney studios where we don't have any Christmas music playing right now.
Oh, I could fix that.
That's all right. I'm good. I don't know what the copyright is if we're allowed to. Well, I guess if it's in public domain, we could play it during the show.
Right.
I'm just asking that you don't.
Possibly, I don't know. We've tried before and then gotten shut down on that stuff, so I just don't do it anymore.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
You'd think Rick Springfield could use $1.
You would think, yeah.
No.
I hear he doesn't even play guitar.
I have heard that from a decent source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fingers, and then someone else does the good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, first you see him during the what was it? The Jesse's Girl video.
Right.
But yeah, that it was actually Pat Benatar's husband, Neil Girardo.
Oh, okay.
Over there in the corner wailing while he's standing there.
Right.
Posing on the stage. And I guess talking to guitar players, if you look at the posing that they do, they're like, you can't even play if you're holding the guitar like that. They're like, it's very difficult to actually play those notes when you're holding it down below your crotch and trying to, strum it and look cool. They're like, no, if you're going to play those notes, you actually have to hold the guitar much closer and it doesn't look as cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, is that an MTV thing or is that a Rick Springfield thing, you think?
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, he did it, but I'm sure it was MTV because look at the hair bands.
Right.
You know, I remember, man, have we wandered?
Yeah, that happens.
It's the Christmas episode. He picked up a guitar and just started wailing on, like, dude, that's wow. He's like, no, he goes, that's not impressive. He goes, I just played scales. Mm-hmm. He goes, that's all that was. I'm like, it sounded cool. He goes, yeah, it does. He goes, but hair bands. He goes, that's all they do. He goes, that's not actually hard to do. Anybody can just pick it up and start, after 2 weeks, play those scales.
Right.
But actual guitar playing, that's difficult. What Eric Clapton does, that's difficult. These guys, CeCe DeVille, and the hairband guys, like they don't really know how to play. So I would say MTV probably had a lot to do with that.
Right.
Rick Springfield, he was cute. So
girls liked him.
They did. My ex grabbed his ass.
Really?
Twice.
Wow.
She got each cheek, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah. She really
ever wash her hands again, or?
I've seen her wash her hands, so I would assume she did. But yeah, she had a big Rick Springfield crush. I don't get it.
Yeah, I liked a couple of his songs. They were jaunty and fun, but I wasn't like rushing out and buying his stuff.
I only know he did Jesse's Girl, and that's it. Beyond that, I couldn't tell you. Did he do a Christmas album?
Probably at some point. I think everybody did. I think there's like 1 million of them out there, right? I mean, everybody's got a Christmas album.
Let's see.
Freaking Eddie Murphy has a Christmas album.
No, he doesn't.
I have no idea. I just made that up, but it sounds right.
I know he did.
Party All the Time.
Yeah, that was what, Rick James.
Right. Yeah.
What are the odds that Rick Springfield did a Christmas album? And listeners, isn't this excited that you hear us talking as we're typing into our phones? It's just like you're here with us, or at dinner with us. Rick Springfield Christmas. Dun dun dun. No, but you can get tickets. He's here in Grand Prairie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, holy shit. Oh, man.
Did Rick Springfield do a Christmas album?
Rick Springfield, Christmas with You. And oddly enough, pulled up on Amazon. And here he is.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude, it is the most yacht rock looking album cover. He's sitting on what I assume is the beach. Yeah, it's a fake beach with a Christmas tree behind him.
I'd probably like it then.
He's wearing a suit without a tie. And he's got his guitar sitting there next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got Christmas with You, The First Noel, Hark the Herald Angel, What Child Is This? I Saw Three Ships. That's new. Most of this is covers, except, I guess, Christmas with You and...
No, I Saw Three Ships is old.
Ships.
Johnny Mathis did that. That's an old song.
Is it? Mm-hmm. What about Christmas with You? Is that...
I think that's an original from him. Yeah.
Huh.
Or someone else who wrote it for him or whatever.
Interesting. Well, yeah, so... Well, here you go.
Oh, you're going to get us in trouble.
Oh, it's got a violin, so you know it's got to be good.
Right.
Or a viola.
No longer than 30 seconds, my friend.
All right, well, let's see. Let's see.
Is there a video, too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, stop.
Oh, dude, we're only at 20 seconds.
Stop.
Hold on.
I'm done.
26 seconds, man.
I'm done.
Oh,
that's
dude.
freaking awful.
Wait, it superimposes a picture of somebody who's gone. It looks like a World War II photo that starts to appear in the background, and it's him and the violinist, gorgeous woman, of course,
right?
Walking on the beach barefoot as he sings this. That is heartfelt, my friend.
That's absolutely awful.
That is what it's all about right there. Christmas with You. Christmas with Rick Springfield. Christmas at the Springfield house.
I'm going to put that on my daughter's Christmas playlist.
You know what I picture? I picture Springfield's Christmas like your Halloween costume.
Right.
It's like him in a wife beater and boxers and a pair of shorts.
Right.
Just sitting in a chair, drinking some shitty beer.
Right.
Covered in razor stubble, just wondering what the hell happened to his career.
It's like, who are you? I'm Rick Springfield on his day off. Leave me the fuck alone.
I'm Rick Springfield, bitch.
Right.
Wow. So
he's still touring, man. Still making that almighty dollar.
I don't get that.
Yeah,
I don't. He went to he played a casino in KC like I don't know 10 years ago or something. I guess he's still doing. Well, it said here he's playing Grand Prairie.
Right.
Coming up sometime this year before I guess the year is up.
What's funny is he did the they always have the when a musician gets popular, This hasn't really happened much lately, but they always end up in a movie of some sort. Like the last time it really happened was Glitter with Mariah Carey. Has there been any others since then?
Britney Spears did
Britney
some
Spears
sort of
did
shitty
Crossroads,
movie.
whatever. Well, Rick Springfield did one where he basically played Rick Springfield, and it was called Hard to Hold.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing that with a bunch of people that wanted to see it, and he was an awful I'm like, he's an awful actor, but he was an actor first. Before he was in,
that's true.
He was in General Hospital or whatever the fuck
Yeah, he
was
was in
on.
General Hospital before.
Yeah.
You have David.
So-
Who else did? Well, you had Cold as Ice with Vanilla Ice.
Right.
Who
There's
else?
a bunch of those. I mean, and some of those guys went on to be successful actors, like Ice Cube and Ice-T. All the Ices are fine.
Yeah.
Well, not Ice.
Not
Vanilla
Ice,
Ice.
not
but
Vanilla Ice. No.
Yeah.
He had that home improvement show.
He did.
He did
yeah.
it. The home, and basically what he did was other people fixed up the house, and he took credit for it.
Oh, that's messed up.
But and you know what? He actually got arrested. I think it was during the production of the show because he went to the house next door and stole stuff.
Oh, wow.
So he got arrested for robbery.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you gotta love Texas's own Rob. Was it Rob Van Winkle?
Something like that, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else who did a movie
There's a lot of them, man.
since that.
Mariah Carey with Glitter, that
Britney
was
Spears.
awful.
I didn't see it.
Janet Jackson do a movie? She did a movie.
Maybe.
Poetic Justice, yeah.
Prince did a movie, but
Yeah, he did several movies.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
I
those
can't
guys.
think of
There's just
another
a
one.
lot of actors
I can't
that-
think of a. I would know somebody in pop who would. Oh,
Right.
wasn't there Kelly Clarkson and some
Yeah.
other dude from American Idol that did a movie?
Yeah, they did that right after that season of American Idol.
Huh.
Kelly and Justin, or Justin Loves Kelly, or something.
I have no.
I
Yeah.
don't know, something
Did
like
has anybody else from American Idol done a movie?
No, I don't think
Carrie
so.
Underwood.
No, she hasn't done a movie yet. She might have sang in something. I don't know, but a movie.
There's a lot of country. Yeah, there's a lot of country music people do.
Right. Well, you got Lady
really
Gaga
big.
now in
Star is Born.
Star is Born,
But that's
right.
got great reviews.
It does.
That
Very
it's
good
not
reviews, yeah.
just some crappy movie,
right,
but that she does a really good job in it. And apparently so does Bradley Cooper,
right. Who knew?
which, yeah, I couldn't have guessed that.
Right.
It kind of gives me, he's playing the, I don't know, that Jeff Bridges vibe. He wants to be
Right,
Jeff
Crazy
Bridges.
Heart.
and-
Yeah, he's trying to be Crazy
Yeah.
Heart. Yeah, trying to do that thing.
Yeah, which we'll see what happens. I don't know. I would watch that.
Yeah, I'd give it a watch. I'm
You know.
interested to see it.
She doesn't, Lady Gaga doesn't bother me. And it's not,
And she's got talent. I mean, she can sing.
you know, I
she
never
can play
thought
piano.
that. I
Right.
never thought that. I mean, I thought, you know, she's probably an auto-tune pop star till I heard her album with Tony Bennett. It was like, okay,
Yeah.
you know what? You, ma'am, can hold your own
Right.
because you can sing with Tony Bennett.
Yeah, and they have the live version of it too, and she sounds great. So yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if she's done a Christmas album yet. I know Tony Bennett has.
Oh yeah, Tony Bennett's probably done like 10. Who knows? But,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know, but yeah, that's probably the last. So they're still doing it. Musicians are. Beyonce was in one of the Austin Powers movies.
Oh, there you go.
She was in Goldmember.
Hey, so whatever happened to Mike Myers?
He's just kind of dropped off the. He's
guess
starting to
just
do stuff again.
Voice work, I guess?
Yeah,
Or-
he did a
He's
movie-
trying to do serious acting now.
He
isn't
did. Yeah, he did a movie recently with Margot Robbie and a few other people, and it was kind of under the radar. You know, one of those things that was released at several,
Indie flick?
Yeah, indie flick, and he plays a weird, really odd character in it, but it's all dramatic acting supposedly.
All right,
So
well.
he's doing that now. Yeah,
Well, good for him.
yeah,
So he can extend out his career a little bit.
yeah. The Guru, Love Guru, that killed his career. That just like
Was it that
destroyed
killed
his
it, or
yeah.
was it already on the way down?
Yeah, it was kind of on the way down. I mean, the last Austin Powers movie wasn't great, but then Love Guru was just a total flop.
Total dog.
Yeah, so at that point they weren't investing money in it anymore. So
You know, I was gonna say, because you and I keep talking about these people who do total flops, and we're judging them for their flops. Yet you and I sit on scripts
right,
that we have at the house. What if we brought in portions of those and read them here on the show?
then people would steal our ideas.
No, because it's copyright at that point. Because we're talking about it.
You're
You still afraid people would steal? Still afraid people would steal it, huh?
I think once you put it out there, it's out there. People can do what they want with it.
What if we did one that was
Especially
already a
nowadays.
full story,
Right.
and we do it as an audio drama?
We can do that, yeah. I'd be down for that. I've actually thought about doing that.
Because I actually have one. I may have sent it to you, and we could actually do that. Because I think it only needs 2 people,
Okay.
so we could try that.
But you can't act.
No, I can't. So maybe it needs 3 people, and one of them's not me. I'm just happy to be the writer, man. I'm
Right.
happy to sit back and watch my creation, you know, be be brought to life.
Right.
I'm happy to have done my part. Because, I don't think I could do it.
We'll see.
And then I was terrified. It doesn't have anybody who talks like that. Thank God.
I would hope not.
Oh, man. Hey, kids, you know what? I really hope you had a happy Halloween, and I'm not going to wish you a happy Thanksgiving because Brandon and I will talk to you before then. And if you want to talk to us in the meantime, where do they do that, sir?
Well, you can go to the Twitter sphere and tweet us over at Love to Hate Pod. Give us your ideas, comments, compliments, grievances, whatever.
Pie recipes.
Yes, pie recipes. We'll be doing the airing of grievances at some
go.
point. We should do that.
Festivus for the rest of us.
We'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
Festivus. Yeah, baby. Or you could also go to the Facebook page and add us over there and comment on the Facebook page as well. We'll get back to you there as well. And apparently we're going to get an Instagram soon, so be on the lookout for that. And we'll link all that together so you guys can have a one-stop shop and do everything.
Nice. Thanks for joining us again this week, kids. We'll talk to you soon. Be well.